Hello, and welcome to the Ryan A. Clark Show. I'm Ryan Clark. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. This video is for my Eagles fans out there. No news of the week for us. We finally got our offensive coordinator, Mannion. Sorry if I said it wrong, but I'm sure that's what everybody think about it. Me personally, I mean, I think it's the best they could have got, given the circumstances of everything. Because it's looking like every time they get a name, they're going in a year, and this might be a. I think this hire is a bit more of a. I don't want to. I don't wanna use the wrong word for it, but I usually say a teaching or more of a building up kind of thing. I don't want to use the G word because I don't want it to come off weird. But like, this is that type of situation where I think the Eagles are building up their next coach. I think that's really what they want to do. Sirianni's been on the hot seat year by year, and I mean that's for another video, but I do think it's unfair. But I see this kind of as a hire where they want to get the ball rolling on possibly getting them out of here in the next 3 years. Remember, he doesn't really cross over well with the fans. Sorry, Sirianni don't cross well with the fans, and it kind of seems like year by year he's getting called on to get fired. And I think with this hire, you got a young guy. I think he's only 33. I think he's only 33. Yeah, and coming out of Green Bay Packers under Matt Lafleur, Stephen A. Voice. I think that yeah, he just seems like the fit where they want to build him up, have him learn everything, and kind of have his own style, and hopefully build up his name in a top ranking offense to where if it ever does come to Sirianni has to go, then that's going to be that. I do believe that it's going to be an interesting situation given his age and where he's coming from. A question I have is do we think Jalen's actually going to listen? That's been a topic I've heard, and I kind of had the same thoughts. Is because everything's pretty much going in the next year is going to be really focused on Jalen's development, and I like Jalen, but this year kind of definitely showed as far as passing, and a lot of us Eagles fans we kind of blame it on either Patulio, or Hurts. It's going to show next season who really was on. This year's Eagles offense was extremely predictable. I mean, couch guys like myself, we all kind of looking at it saying, "Look, I know what they're about to do." And I think if us as fans can even point that out, non-football, I mean, sorry, ex-football players like Ocho and Shannon and everyone, right? The other, they're not other, but Ryan Clark on first take, they picking it out and they're easily saying, "Hey, I know what AJ Brown's gonna do." Yeah, I figured they can catch that. But when we as fans are sitting back saying, "Oh, yeah, they're about to pass. Saquon's not in. AJ Brown's about to run straight, sitting on the left top." I think when we were able to point it out, I think that's very bad. Fatula was a first year caller. It definitely did not go the way Eagles fans hoped this year. And I mean, right now it's kind of recent history. Being that they went to the Super Bowl, lost first round, won the Super Bowl, lost first round. So next year, I mean, I'm not saying Super Bowl, but I think it should be another deep run in the playoffs. Also, the Eagles hired Josh Grizzard. Sorry if I said it wrong. Grizzard. Sorry if I said it wrong. Out of Tampa Bay. This one's kind of new to me. I've never heard of a pass game coordinator until this situation. Apparently, they've been around, but I've never heard of it. I always thought it was just coordinators and head coach. Oh, no, yeah, so there's line coaches, there's wide receiver coaches. I just, yeah, I just never heard of a pass game coordinator. That one never came about to me. He's out of Tampa Bay, and I don't know. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this one either. And I'm seeing positives from both hires, from the Eagles fan base. Josh Grizz are coming out of Tampa Bay. They did have a really good offense to start the year, and injuries really got them. Watching them against the Eagles this year, they had a slow start. Eagles dominated the first half, and the second half, the field took over. And they had an offensive rookie of the year candidate. He might win it. And I can't pronounce the name right. Nabuka. I can't pronounce the name right. Sorry, but he had a really good rookie season. And yeah, like I said, that offense was really down of injuries with Mike Evans, and he came back late. But that game, if we're going off that game and how he called that game, it was a really good game he called against the Eagles, who really dominated that first half. It looked like it was about to be a blowout, and then second half they took over. Bucky Irvin had over 100 yards receiving. Say with Nebeka. Sorry if I said it wrong. Yeah, Bucky Irvin had over 100 receiving yards and 60 rushing. If that's how he wants to use Saquon, I'm for it. And also, Eagles fans, remember in that game against the Bucks, he called a couple really good plays that had like I said, Irving and the big are wide open. It was times where I remember watching the game. I was like, how did he get so wide open? And I think if that's if he the way he used Bucky Irving, if he can use Saquon in that way, that would really make this offense dynamic. And I think it'll definitely open up Jalen Hurts. Because remember at one point Baker was in MVP talks. Maybe the first, I would say 6 weeks, maybe. He was even in MVP talks. And I like Baker. I think he had a great season. I'm glad he turned his career around in Tampa Bay. And I really think that looking at Tampa Bay's offense, how it went to start the year, it kind of slid off of injuries, but if you're going off early on this year, how it went, I mean, his play calling wasn't bad. I will definitely say that for Eagles fans. And Sean Mannion, sorry if I'm saying it wrong again. I'm definitely thinking that he's in for a battle for sure. He's in for that. As Eagles fans, we are tough. He's in for it, but I think he's ready. Most coaches coming out of a situation, they really want to prove themselves, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe they went younger to find someone who can connect with Hurts and hopefully Brown if they can keep him. Maybe that's why they went with the younger guy. And I'm interested to seeing how this goes because I did read that he wasn't the play caller. So I am kind of, like I said, I'm interested in seeing what he really wants to do. Maybe Matt didn't give him that because maybe Matt's a control freak. I don't know. But we're gonna see how this goes, and I'm interested in seeing where these two are gonna take the passing game because it definitely lacked creativity this season, as opposed to the two teams I mentioned, the Packers and Bucks. They definitely did things where you sat back and watched and said, "Oh yeah, I would have really liked to see the Eagles do something like that." And I think with the weapons that the Eagles got, if they could bring back Brown, still is a dynamic offense. But I'm interested in seeing where this goes. Thank you for tuning into the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.